Good evening, New Song. This is Miss Louise coming at you with another story from my reading house. I placed before you some words, and I want to give you a little information about each one of these words, okay? But first, let me say the words. Just listen. Sniff, squish, tap, knock. Let's say that again. Sniff, swish, tap, knock. Snore, swish, toot, yum. Now, the story that I'm going to read you tonight, you're going to notice that these words that are on the whiteboard are going to be in a different color in the book from all the other words. And I wanted you to take notice of that while I'm reading. I chose a book that's one of my favorites. I have so many favorites. But I like this book because it talks about friendship between two animals that you probably wouldn't think would be friends. But then again, they had a lot in common. One lived underground, and the other one likes to hibernate. So see if you can guess which two animals I'm talking about. Now, the words that you see on the board are verbs or action words, except for one word. This word right here is an interjection. So it really is like a comment or a reply or something that someone says. But let's get started on our book tonight, okay? And it's the book is, it's about also a season. And right now we're in spring, so I picked this book so that we could kind of remind ourselves that spring is here. Things start over. So, let's see what it's about. Okay, here we go. The title of this book is Spring is Here. And it's a bear and mole story. The author is Will Hillenbrand. And let's look at the cover, because we always look at the cover. Okay? On the cover, you see a bear. And what is he doing? He's sleeping. And he's laying on his pillow, nice and comfy. And when you look down, you see a little guy. This is a mole. And a mole is an animal that lives under the ground. He pops up every so often and goes back, gets his food, and then goes back down in the ground. He usually has very big feet. That's what he's known for, little teeny beady eyes. But what is he doing here? It looks like he's blowing a horn. I wonder what he's trying to do. I know if I'm sleeping and someone blows a horn, and what does it do? It wakes you. So maybe that's what he's trying to do. So let's begin to read. Spring is here. And of course, when spring is here, you start to see what and hear what? The birds singing. Yes, everyone's beginning to get excited about spring. The air is changing. You have smells in the air. The air is getting warmer. Spring. Okay, let's do our picture clues. Now look, remember, the mole likes to live underground. So he's under the ground, and the author says, Mole woke up. So let's look and see. Mole's nice and comfortable in his bed, and he pops up with his little eyes, and he's awake now. Okay, picture clues. Oh, look, he's going to the window, and he's looking out, and I'm pretty sure he's noticing the flowers are blooming. You see that? And Mole's just enjoying his I guess, fresh air now. Okay, let's see what it says. Is it spring? He wondered. Picture clues. What is he doing? Looks like he's getting ready. He opened the window to smell the air. So that's what he's doing over here. He's smelling. He says, sniff, sniff, sniff. He dressed. Now that's an action word. That means you have to do something. So his nose began to make that sound. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Okay. So he's getting dressed. And he's getting ready to go. And guess what he did? Let's go back for 1 minute. It says, he dressed and tiptoed past Bear's bedroom. I wonder why he's tiptoeing. Why do you tiptoe? You tiptoe to be quiet. So I guess he didn't want to wake Bear. Picture clues. Oh, look at Mo. What is he stepping in? Ooh, looks like mud. Let's look. He's outside. And it looks like he's enjoying himself. Let's see what he says. And stepped outside. He felt mud under his feet. Squish, squish, squish. Oh, there's a verb. That's one of those words. That means it's an action. So he's moving his feet up and down, squishing in the mud. He says, spring is here, cried Mo. I must tell Bear. So he's looking around and he's running back and he looks like he's going to open the window and he wants to tell who? Bear. That spring is here. What do you think's going to happen when he tells Bear that spring is here? So guess what Moles did? That was Bear's room. Look, what he has in his hand. Sticks. And look at Bear. Bear's fast asleep. Let's go see what he said. Mole rapped on Bear's window. Tap, tap, tap. Snore, replied Bear. Bear is fast asleep. That word tap is a verb. It's an action. You have to do something. Okay, let's look. Clue. Mo now, where's he going? He's at a door. And I see a sign on that door. Do not disturb. So he must be at Bear's house. Let's go back. Mo dashed inside and knocked on Bear's door. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Snore, replied Bear. So here's our action word, verb. It's an action. We had to knock. And snore is something that you do when you sleep. An action. So what do you think's going to happen? Do you think Bear's going to wake up? He's been sleeping for a long time, all winter. That's hibernation. Okay, let's see. Look, Bear's not awake. And what is Mo doing? Oh my goodness, what is that in his hand? That's called a feather. Oh, and that tickles. You ever had your nose touched when you sleep? It tickles. Let's see. Mo tickled Bear's nose. Swish, swish, swish. Snore, replied Bear. Ooh, verbs, action words. So that means he moved that feather back and forth. Swish, swish, swish. Do you think Bear wake up? Let's see. What did Bear do? He put the pillow over his face like, leave me alone. Isn't it when you're sleeping and you really don't want to wake up, you do everything to stop that person from waking you? Let's see. Why did he put that pillow over his head? Look at little Mo. What is that he has? It looks like a horn. So I see why Bear put his pillow over his ears. Ah, picture clues. Mo played his horn for Bear. Toot, toot, toot. Snore, replied Bear. So these are still verbs, action words. Action. That horn made a sound. He had to blow the horn for toot toot to come out. Snore is an action. Let's see. Let's see if that horn wakes him up. Okay, let's picture clues. We want to look and see what Mole is doing. Oh dear, sighed Mole. Spring is here and Bear must get up. Mole thought, and then he scampered outside. What does scampered mean? Let's look. What is he doing? He's running. So this word scampered means to run. Another action word. This book is full of action words, verbs. Now guess what he's doing? Let's try to figure out. He gathered. What did he gather? What's that in his hand? An egg. Oh, from the hen. He gathered an egg. Let's see. He milked. So he went to the cow and milked. And he churned. This is a machine that they use to make butter. So they put cream in there and they begin to churn, moving it up and down or turning it. And after a while, it turns into butter. So these are all actions that he's doing. Gathered, milked, and churned. And so he has eggs, he has milk, and he has butter. What happens when you put all those things together? Let's see. And then guess what he did? He poured. So look, what is he pouring it into? Like something that you cook with. So maybe he's cooking. Oh, he mixed. So that's like a blender. So he mixed up the egg, right? The milk and the butter. And then guess what he did? He baked. Ooh, what do you think he's making? Let's see. Oh, now look. He has a food tray and he's carrying it. I wonder who he's carrying it to. To Bear, his friend. Let's see. Finally, he shuffled into Bear's room. That means he didn't pick up his feet. He kind of dragged his feet along the floor to shuffle. Wake up, Bear, mumbled Mole. Wake up, Bear, mumbled Mole. Spring is here. Look at Mole. I wonder why he's mumbling now. Boy, he's really been working hard to wake up Bear. Look at Bear. Do you think he's going to wake up now? You know, bears love to eat. He's awake. Let's see what happens. Yum, replied Bear. And then he looked at Mole. Wake up, Mole, said Bear. Spring is here. Oh my goodness. Look at Mole. Mole is getting sleepy. What did he make? He made Bear's breakfast. And he made pancakes and muffins. And that looks like oatmeal. Oh, wow. That's such a nice thing to do, to wake someone up for spring. Guess what? Snore, replied Mole. Mole went fast asleep. Look at that. That's a good story about two good friends. The end. We heard a lot of verbs in that story, a lot of action words, things that you have to do, right? But remember, spring is here. So enjoy your spring, okay? Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming to the Reading House. I miss you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And remember, wash your hands. And go pick a flower, but wash your hands.